lovely friends, welcome back to my channel, or if it is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa or Missa, welcome. We're not sponsored by Monster today because I already drank it, because I'm filming 2 videos today, so this is farther on in the day, the Monster's gone and I'm not allowed a second one because I'm up at 4 AM for work tomorrow. Anyway, as you can see by the title, today we're playing with the Blend Buddy Lure palette. Am I late to the party? Absolutely, but Maggie really kindly sent this to me to try and it arrived maybe last week. I've been working a lot and so this is the first day I've had a chance to sit down and play with it and film with it for you. I have tried it like a couple of times and not filmed with it, but this is the first day of filming with it anyway. This here is obviously the look that I'm going to do with it today, just a really fast, simple, easy cut crease with some gems. I didn't want to use the purples and pinks because they stain so badly, and like I said, I've got work tomorrow, so I'm not going into work looking like potatoes farted on my eye. So I chose to play with the blues today. So this is the look, but it's not about the look as much as it is about the performance of the palette. But anyway, if you're new here, I'm obviously gonna just completely speak out of focus. What's the point in even trying? If you're new here, I'm gonna swatch all of this right now on my arm. Have I even showed you it? Have I opened it yet? I don't know. There it is there. What do you think? How do you like them apples? So yeah, I'm gonna swatch this all for you right now. Then we're gonna do this look here. And then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on this palette. And I've got to be honest, I have some thoughts on this palette, but anyway, let's jump into the swatches. Swatching is maybe the most fun thing in eyeshadow. So, boom, we're going to do it down in Big B form. I'm going to go column by column because they're all like colour coordinated, so it makes more sense to do it that way. And we're just going to begin right now. Okay, we're starting off with like maybe the prettiest colour in the whole palette, Pearl. I'm not going to speak too much, and I will build up the swatches as we go through it, just like how I always do. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Storm Ahead, which is like a stunning mauve. Oh, to smother my body in that colour. Pirate's Life and Black Sea. I actually swatched better than I thought it was gonna. Okay, that's the first column. Then we have Folklore. I think I can get 3 columns on my arm if I'm just careful. Seafoam, like a seafoam green. Mermaid Lagoon and Uncharted. One of the only computer games I enjoy playing. Okay, third column we've got Charmed. I think I have black on my finger from my towel. Charmed. Oh. Jellyfish. I love jellyfishes. I think they're cute. Maybe not a box jellyfish. Seductress. I actually think this is swatching better than I thought it would. This is the first time I've actually swatched it on my arm. I swatched it on my face like the night it came, but I had makeup on. But this is it like on a dry arm, obviously. And then we have Tentacles. These purples and pinks stain very badly, by the way, just so you know. Okay, that's the first 3 columns. Absolutely stunning. I mean, I could do without the greens, especially these 2, but that's just personal preference, isn't it? I'm not a green fan. That pearl shade is incredibly unique and interesting. Those purples are stunning. I love that mauvey colour there. That's really gorgeous. What do you think of them? Absolutely gorgeous. I just think the green's throwing me off because it's just not like, they don't, that greens don't belong here. You can't sit with us. But again, that's personal preference. I'm just not a green lady. It's like Teresa in a makeup wipe, purple and green. It's not stained my arm too bad. Okay, starting with the 4th column, we've got In a Bottle. Message in a Bottle. It's actually the blue I've got down the centre of my eye. Lost at Sea. That swatch has gotten lost. That's a tiny bit better. Sea Nymph. What the France is happening? It's got a little bit of hard pan from my fingers, apparently. Sea Nymph. What is happening? And 332 meters. Gosh, that's a very mermaidy column, isn't it? It's just like very on brand. Okay, then we have Sailor's Delight. This is the start of a new column. I don't like that colour. Baited. I like this colour. I like this colour a lot. Imagine that as a blush. Sit on my face. Baited. Oh, these next 2 are like stunning as well. Booty. Come on. When do I not like a bright pink? When? I think this next one's my favourite one in the whole palette. X Marks the Spot. Look at that. Perfect aubergine purple. That is just sick. That is sick. That makes me feel sick in a good way. Last column, Bioluminescence. Wow. I actually do have a bit of that on my eye today. Catch me. Catch me outside, how about that? Explore. Well, that swatched better than I thought it would. And very lastly, the Deep. That swatched better than I thought it would as well, actually. So that is the last 3 columns, which is much more my cup of tea. The only shade I would remove from here is this bronze, pinky, coppery shimmer. I mean, the formula feels absolutely lovely, but compared to these 3 pinks that it's in a column with, that could be such a different colour and I would feel happy. Like, imagine the pink for that row was that pearl shade. I've really picked up the wrong finger to do this. Like, imagine it was that with those pinks, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that is the next 3 rows. Those first 2 mattes did not want to swatch, but we got there in the end. Those stunning, stunning reflective blues. Like, it's actually quite flabbergasting how beautiful they are. Yeah, it's the first time I've properly swatched the palette. Like I said, did it on my face a little bit, but I had makeup on, so and it was at the end of the day, like after work, so this is gonna stain. Those purples and pinks, they stain so bad. It's why I literally couldn't use them today, because I've got work at 6 AM. So I don't have time to like get rid of the staining basically. So I had to go with the blue and hoping that it doesn't stain. That's not criticism. I don't mind if something stains, but if I've got work the next day, I'm not gonna like choose to wear it, you know what I mean? Anyway, that is the swatches. What do you think of them? I'm actually really impressed. I think these, I mean, I've seen swatches of it online, and I think swatched the palette looks more beautiful than it looks in, like, just looking at the pans, like look at my big fingerprints in them. Wow. Yeah, I think swatched it is more impressive than it just looks in here. But anyway, what we're going to do now is go put it on my eyes, and then I'll give you my thoughts on what I think about this palette at the end of the video. Anyway, let's proceed. What is in my pocket? There's something in my pocket. Rubbish in my pocket. Okay, I've primed with my Revlon Candid because I find it works with every single eyeshadow palette I use. I always use it. I use it 100% of the time. I've used it with my previous Blend Bunny palettes. I'm just pointing that out. It is a trusted and true primer for me. Okay, so I'm starting off with black. It's called Black Sea, so I'm absolutely not going to bother picking up the palette and showing you because it's black. And like I said, very easy, simple, fast. What's it called? Halo Eye. I just want to get a couple of videos filmed today because I am doing like a 12-hour shift at work tomorrow. And I'll just throw a little bit on the inner and outer bit. Not the best black. It doesn't feel, I don't know if I should get into it so early on or if I should just spill the tea right now. This does not feel like usual Blend Bunny quality, and it does hurt me to say that. I love Maggie. I love the business owner Maggie. So lovely. I love my Blend Bunny palettes. If this was like covered up and I was just testing it and I didn't know it was Blend Bunny, I would not think it was Blend Bunny. I don't know why. I don't know if I got like a dry palette. I don't know if it's just a different manufacturer. It just doesn't quite feel as special as Blend Bunny shadows usually do. So then I took the Deep. Don't look at my nails. I bit them all. The Deep, that makes me think of Thingamabob from The Boys. And that is the whole story. I'm just popping this round to blend out this black, just on a quite a small brush to start off with. It's good. I mean, it's fine. I'm not like putting this palette on and going, oh, this is garbage. But I'm not putting it on and going, wow, the pigment, the blendability, the incredibleness that I know from Blend Bunny. And like I said, I don't know if maybe I've got a dud palette. Maybe, I don't know. I know nothing about anything. I just pretend. But yeah, it just doesn't feel quite like Blend Bunny quality to me. Nice blue, goes on, blends out the black, but I just feel like I'm having to dip and dip and dip and dip and dip and redip and redip and redip into every single shade that I'm trying to use and build it up for ages rather than the pigment just going boom right on my eye. Anyway, then I took Explore. I'm literally just working up this blue roll. So I did play with this the other day. I played with it twice. I did 2 looks with it. I didn't like either look. That's not the palette's fault though. That was just my creativity wasn't on point. Not that today we're doing that creative. I'm literally recreating a look I did pretty much a million times. Anyway, my point is that I've used a lot of the colours. I used the pink rose, like the purple row. I've used all of them, and I just wasn't blown away. I just felt like I had to constantly read it because my colour was just disappearing, like my sanity is, because this camera's not focusing. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make the camera happy. Maybe if I sit back a bit, it will not ruin my life. That might actually be the answer. Anyway, it's just not what I'm used to from Blend Bunny. Not even comparing it to other brands, just from Blend Bunny. Usually it's wham bam, thank you ma'am, holy crap, this is too pigmented to blend out. Why did I put that much on? This is very much, just feels cheaper. I don't know how to explain it. Then I went in with Catch Me. Again, I do feel really bad saying that because again, Maggie literally sent this to me, like just with love in her heart. And I want to be like, oh, this is the same as all my other Blend Bunny palettes. I've got them all, but it doesn't feel quite the same. Now, I'm saying all this, it's not a horrible palette at all. Like, this look has come out fine, it will be fine, but it's not blowing my socks off, and it's not something I would say, yeah, run out and get the Lure palette. If you're going to get a Blend Bunny palette, get Blends, get Surge. Those palettes are literally 10 out of 10. But I really do feel like I always have to say how I actually feel about something, and that's important, you know. But as you can see, I mean, these colours are going on nice. They're pigmented, they're there. I just feel like I had to spend an awful long time making it work, and that's not usually what I have to do. I'm going to grab a little bit of Lost at Sea because it's definitely more like a blue than a green. It's in like the medium green roll, but it's definitely like a blue, so it works with this look. And just pop that around the outside. I can only apologise. I do not know what's wrong with my camera today. Sometimes it just has days where it doesn't want to at all focus. So I'm just going to go back in with all of these shades and just keep adding them and reblending them. Obviously, because I put a pastel on last, it is taking over, like covering up my darker shades, and I don't mind that because I always start with my darker shades because then they pack the most punch. So I don't mind having to go back in and reblend, but some people, it's not how they like to do it. I feel like if I don't start with my dark shades, then I just get absolutely no intense. And then people like ask me, how do you get your pictures looking, how does your makeup look so intense? And I'm like, just because I start dark to lightest, then the darkness is sticking to the base first, and it just makes everything better. I don't know if the darker shades actually seem to work a little bit better once you've already got some shades on. Like, maybe it's because I'm putting them, like these pressed pigments, onto a wet base, that they're like a little bit hard to blend and stuff. But yeah, they do seem to actually perform a wee bit better when I put them over, like when I'm going in with this reblend, if that makes any sense. So I mean, it could just be like a user error, let's be honest. Again, I know nothing about anything. I literally just make up my life every single day as I go along. I'll just spend a couple more minutes doing this, and then I'll throw my cut crease on, and then we can use some of the shimmers. I think we used 2. Who's texting me? 2 shimmers. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I'll just be 2 more seconds with this blending. Well, for you. For me, probably about 15 minutes. Does that match? No, not really. But we're gonna roll with it. Like I said, simple, fast, easy. I'm just testing the palette. I don't have to think this is a masterpiece. Right. Okay, so I took in a bottle, and then I'm going to blend out the edges with Bioluminescent. Just saves me picking up the palette twice, doesn't it? Because I'm a lazy girl. Okay, Blend Bunny shimmers. Boom, stunning. The shimmers in here, absolutely not a letdown. Like, I've tried them all. Well, no, not on my eye, but I've swatched them all and I've tried a few on my eye. Absolutely no complaints about the shimmers. They go on spectacularly. I don't have to wet my brush. I don't have to use my finger. And they go on very, very, very beautifully. Literally 0 complaints. So that's a good thing. The lightest shimmer in here is like a duochrome or a multi-chrome. It's very, very beautiful. I was quite tempted to use it today, but then I thought just keep it blue. It's like embrace a fully blue look. I mean, my first day off in a while, first second film in a while. Today I'm not busy, so it's really rather pretty. I look quite pretty. And then I'm using Bioluminescent just to start blending it into my inner and outer corner. Very pretty. Oh, shouldn't have put that, shut up. Shouldn't have put that there. Very pretty darker blue. I don't think the shimmers in here are that unique, but they are very pretty. The pearl shade is unique. Like, that is really special. It's very pretty. It's like pink, champagne, grey. It's very, very cool. But I would say the other ones are very, very standard kind of colours. You know, sometimes you'll buy a palette for the shimmers kind of thing. I wouldn't do it for this because although they're really lovely and they perform really well, they're not like very unique shades that would lead to you buying a whole palette just for them. This is all in my opinion. obviously. I feel really bad sometimes when it's not a great review, but at the same time, again, I just gotta remind myself that's my job. And then I'm just gonna use some of the mattes, further blend it, inner and outer corner. Press record, I did. Ha, I've done that before many times. And then I can just keep going back in and adjusting where I feel like I got rid of too much shimmer. I don't know if I'm gonna do liner or not, so I'm leaving that decision for later Melissa to deal with. Where's me white? I'm just gonna take the center of this off just with my wipe. I didn't clean up the top actually, purely out of laziness, no other reason. Just using more of my Pale-Louise that I used to cut my crease just a bit down here. And then I'm gonna use those same shimmers as above down below. I actually woke up today about 5 AM to Sausage trying to chew my necklace off. He's like developed a sudden obsession with my necklace and he tries to like bite it off, and it was really funny because I thought he was like trying to cuddle me and he was literally biting my neck, and I was like, do you know what, one wrong move, you could hit my jugular and then I'll just be toast and then you'll have killed me, my special boy, you know what I mean? Okay, the gems, if you're wondering, you're probably not. They are little Colourpop ones and they have these wee stars and I was just obsessed with them. My pal bought me something off Beauty Box by Tammy for my birthday. Hold on. Do you know what? The glue, like pre-glued things are not very well glued. And then the owner put some extra bits in. This was one of the extra bits and I thought that was really sweet. I'm trying to get these to match. I already can see I've done that way too high. And I might do those down below as well. Right, I'm gonna, we'll just put a quick waterline on. Let's use my Milani Keep On Sapphire. I love this eyeliner. Milani eyeliners are so good. Very, very good. I don't want this under eye to be too low down. Some of that off. Okay, I'm gonna go film my face in another video, do some first and second impressions, and then we'll come back and finish this off together. Probably add more gems, lashes, that kind of thing, but yeah, I've got thoughts on this palette and I'm just not sure. I'm trying to gather them so I can like really know how I feel.
Bring a 25,000 kilogram F-18 traveling at 200.
I'm watching the most fascinating documentary on like aircraft carriers. It's so good. I find I can't watch documentaries when I'm supposed to film because I end up spending like 40 minutes just watching it. Right, I've done pretty much all my makeup. I just need to finish my eyes, which is just basically the under eyes. So I think I'm just going to take some of this Catch Me shade, that light blue, and just run that underneath. I tested a few new products on my base. I tested a few that I've only tried once. That'll probably come after this because I feel like this video should go out first because it's a newer palette. We'll see how I edit it. And then I'll take a bit of Explore, just the one below it, to blend it a wee bit better. Just looks a bit stark right now. I want more matte here. I want it to look like a halo eye underneath as well as above, and I feel like I've kind of smooched that shimmer everywhere. I'm trying so desperately not to get fallout. I think that's pretty much all I want. I'll do a tiny bit more of the shimmer in a bottle shade just on the center. So that same brush because I'm lazy, and then I think I'll just do the gems down below, like matching them. The only thing is, right, these like pre-glued gems, it's never very strong glue, so it's like hit or miss if it'll actually like stick to your face. And then maybe I'll put a gem on either side, you know what I mean? If I do like a boring makeup look like this, like just a standard easy simple eye, I do like to use gems just to make it look a bit more interesting. I don't know. I know I probably do critique myself a bit too harshly sometimes, but this is like, I just pinged a gem off. But I know like I can do pretty intricate looks, and this isn't really, you know, we're all our own worst critics, aren't we? And then should I put one like on either side or like above the brow? I don't know. It just makes me feel so like cute, you know what I mean? I love the stars, like the shape of like how they're little proper little 3D stars. I think they're like really cute. Do I put lower lashes on? I don't think I need lower lashes today, but we'll put some obviously top lashes on. I might just put on like my Shein dramatic ones because I wouldn't wear these day to day, but for this kind of dramatic-ish eye makeup look, I feel like it's perfect. This is my Melt Lash Glue. I do really love it. Yeah, that's okay. I'll put the other one on, and then we'll do a blue lower mascara. That might be fun. Okay, we bit of mascara. Just grabbing whatever one was open in my drawer. And not my Benefit Roller Lash, because that's my favourite. Roller Lash? No, Bad Gal Bang. And it's almost finished, so I'm just using the Snars one. No, don't recommend it. It's a massive wand. It's horrible. I actually don't even know why they created such a disgusting wand, but there we are. These lashes are so long, like so long. Not that thick. I need to like look at Shein again and see what thick lashes they have that maybe aren't quite as long. But I think these are fine for this look. And then I said blue mascara. I've got this one, which definitely needs to go in the bin, but whatever. Or I've got this little mini Huda one that's blue as well. Let's use the Huda one because it's a bit darker, so I feel like it'll go with the look better. Oh, it's like a proper royal blue. I really like the Huda mascara actually. I like one side of it, I don't like the other side. Okay, that's pretty much the eyes done. I'm gonna go finish off my makeup in my other video and then we'll come back and very briefly debrief on the Lure palette. I feel like I've kind of made my thoughts known. I'm just very kind of about it, but yeah, we'll discuss it briefly. Very short. I have not even attempted to do my hair, so don't look at it. Okay, I'm finished. All my makeup, like I said, all my base will be in another video. Blah blah blah. Eyes. It's quite rare for me to give like negative reviews on eyeshadow palettes, and I'm not even giving it a negative review, but usually Blend Bunny blows my socks off. I'm like, go and get this palette, it's so good. She's done it again, but honestly for me this is a bit of a letdown. I can't put my finger on why, apart from I just think it doesn't pack as much punch as the previous palettes. The mattes feel quite dry, not as pigmented. I have to keep going back in and adding and adding and adding, and yeah, it's just been a bit of a different experience from when I've played with Blend Bunny palettes in the past, like Surge, even Dollhouse, Blends. They are just like wham bam thank you ma'am. This is more like softer and gentle, even though the colours in here aren't soft and gentle. Do you know what I mean? I just think compared to the other Blend Bunnies, it's just not blown my socks off. And I thought when I was playing with it the other day, I was like, maybe I'm just in a bad mood. I want to pick it up on another day, on a day that I'm not in a bad mood, I will feel completely differently, and I don't, so that does make me think it's not quite what I'm used to from Blend Bunny. That's all I can put my finger on. Like, it's just not quite as impactful as her previous palettes have been. That's all I have to really say about it. I don't want to poo-poo it further. But anyway, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this anyway. I mean, I'm not going to like everything that I try, even from like favourite brands like Blend Bunny, so I can't be that shocked. What is happening to my voice? But yeah, that is my thoughts. I have to give them to you. If I'm deciding to film with it, I have to give you my honest opinion, and that is that. So I'm going to piss off. I filmed 2 videos today. It's only though 3 o'clock, so I still need to eat, and then I'm going to shower, and then I need to go to the shops and do some air. Anyway, I'm going to piss off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Have you tried this? Do you agree with my opinion? What's your opinion on this palette? Subscribe if you haven't already for more thrilling content from me. I swear I'm not usually this negative. Usually it's quite a cheery place for makeup, unless it's foundation reviews, which I poo-poo a lot. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye!